The Los Angeles Clippers stump a mud hole in the Denver Nuggets 83 to 117. Let's get to this box score. Now, one thing I want to tell you to all my viewers, do not let the box score fool you. I want to repeat again, do not let the box score fool you. Now, it was very accurate about Michael Porter Jr. because he's ass and he played ass. That's not who's fooling you. Aaron Gordon, 6 of 16. The way he started the game, it felt like he was Aaron Allen. It felt like he was Steph Gordon, the way he started the game. He finished shooting like regular Aaron Gordon. So don't let that fool you. Christian Brown, 4-9, 0 for 1 from, Christian Brown game. Jamal Murray shot well from 2. 8 of 15, 1 for 4 from 3. It is what it is. He played okay. Jamal Murray's been like solid this series. That's the word that like comes to mind with him this series. He hasn't been great, but he hasn't been like trash to get any kind of like criticism. He's been okay. Nikola Jokic, 9 of 14, 13 rebounds, 13 assists. Now, I will say off rip, he was an outstanding passer today. That cannot be taken away from him. Nikola Jokic was an outstanding passer today. However, 14 shots, not going to cut it. Aaron Gordon should not be taking more shots than Nikola Jokic. That should not be a thing. Jamal Murray, unless he's like on one, should not take more shots than Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic was very passive all game today. And the box score looks nice, but the way that he was conceding to double teams and passing it out to Russ, who shot 1 for 5, and every shot Russ took was threes, not good. This game, today, the Nuggets needed Nikola Jokic to be an aggressive scorer. That's what they needed today. Not great playmaking Nikola. They needed great score Nikola Jokic, and they did not get it. They got a very passive Nikola Jokic. And again, something I want to point out, the Los Angeles Clippers having Zubac on their team is just tremendous for their team, bro. They don't have to overextend themselves helping on Nikola Jokic. And so that just sets up the rest of their defense. They don't have to hard double Nikola every time. When they do hard double Nikola, that's when like Ben Simmons is in the game. They have that smaller lineup out there. But them being able to play Nikola straight up one-on-one in stretches of the game with Zubac and not having to overhelp on Michael Porter Jr., just leaving him wide open, not having to overhelp necessarily on Christian Brown. Now, early in the game, they did allow a few cuts to the rim. James Harden allowed a cut. Norman Powell allowed a cut. They weren't good off ball defensively. But once they tightened up those screws, this game was over. The Clippers are going to beat the Nuggets. They are a great matchup for the Nuggets. Zubac allows them to play and match up with the Nuggets great. He just does. Chris Dunn is a great perimeter defender along with Derrick Jones Jr. Nicholas Batum has had real impact in this series. There were so many plays today. There were like 2 or 3 plays I saw Batum. I don't know how many blocks he finished with, but they would make like the lay down pass in the lane. Either Nikola or Russ or Jamal or somebody would make the lay down pass, and Batum would be there to either block it or give a great contest at the rim, and it'd wind up in a missed shot. He had 3 blocks today. Derrick Jones had 2. Dunn had 1. Zubac had 1. Ben Simmons had a block. Batum has been very impactful in this series, in his spot minutes. He's hit shots, hit a no-dip 3 today. Like, what? He had 4 threes today. 4 or 6 from 3. 3 blocks. And what are the Nuggets going to do when Bogdanovich finally gets his head out of his ass and plays a good game? Bogdan is not this bad of a basketball player. We've seen Bogdan perform in the playoffs on the Atlanta team with Trae Young. He's not this bad, bro. Shout out to the Clippers. I feel like I will be right about this team in this series, and it wasn't because of hate or not being objective. If you objectively looked at this series, if you knew what Zubac did against Jokic and how well Zubac guarded Jokic, if you paid attention to Chris Dunn and Derrick Jones Jr. defensively all year, if you paid attention to how well James Harden has played this season and the lack of perimeter defense for the Denver Nuggets, this wasn't a hard call. In 2025, chat and all viewers, this needs to be known. You can no longer just pick a team because they have the best player in the series. The reasoning for the Nuggets winning this series, all I heard was a bunch of, well, Nikola Jokic is the best player in the series, which is true. That's not enough in 2025. The other series that has proven that, Bucks, Pacers. Giannis is over there playing out of his mind, and he's over. He's over. Bucks can't even compete. It's not just about the best player. And then even if you want to believe that, the fact that the Clippers have the best player to match up with said player, what you want me to say? Clippers match up very well. Norman finally had a good game. He wasn't finna be trashed the entire time. 7 of 12, hit 3 threes, had 20 points. Kawhi didn't even play all that great. 7 of 17. Zubac had another 19-9 game. He's been great this series. Chris Dunn hit 2 threes. I got the Clippers winning game 4. I can't picture, unless it's just like a shooting variance game. I don't know how the Nuggets beat the Clippers. I really don't. The Nuggets are lucky to get the game they got. This could very easily be 0-3 right now. Very easily. So that's where we are with that series. I will spend a tad bit of time on Memphis because this game is at least worth talking about. J-Dub has another really good game, 26 points, 9 of 16. I was myself somebody that kind of wanted to see how J-Dub would play in the playoffs, especially offensively. J-Dub has been, Real Deal just said it, arguably the best player in the series. In these first 3 games, J-Dub has arguably been the best player in the series. And so shout out to J-Dub. My one concern for this OKC team throughout the entirety of the year is offensively in the regular season, they leaned heavily on Shea. If you could beat OKC, it would be who is the other shot creator, advantage creator for that team? Somebody else who can break a defense down off the dribble. I didn't know who that was. A lot of people try to turn and say, well, maybe Chet, but even Chet early on when everybody was praising him offensively, it was a lot of he's very good at closeout situations, attacking and driving very aggressive and things of that nature, but that's still playing off an advantage created. I was wondering who else would create advantages for OKC, and J-Dub has been very good getting his own shot, making shots. So shout out to J-Dub for that. Chet has been good in his advantage created role in taking advantage of creation. He had 5 threes today, 5 out of 10. A lot of those spot up, probably all of those spot up that he hit. That's what they need him to do. They need him to take advantage of the advantage created for him. And he did that today. SGA, 38.5% from the field, 28.5% from 3. I mean, he needs to be better. Shea needs to be better. They're going to beat the Grizzlies. Ja went down with a hip injury, it looked like. I don't know how bad it looked. I don't know if he's going to play in game 4. I actually doubt that he plays in game 4. They're going to get past the Grizzlies. Do you beat the Clippers, however, with these kind of performances? I doubt it. He's going to have to be closer to his regular season self to beat the Clippers. He is. He's going to have to get back into his regular season form. Another player, and yes, I won't say your name, but you are correct. Alex Caruso has been very good for OKC, defensively especially. Being able to guard Triple J. Late in the game, he got a huge steal on Triple J in the post. He hit a 3 today at the top of the key. That was kind of a momentum shot as well. Alex Caruso has been very good for the team in this series. He's one of the better defensive players in the league. So shout out to him as well. I don't want to really spend too much time on this because, like I said, I predicted a sweep in this series, and then Memphis having Ja go down it's kind of taking a little off that series.